Welcome back, folks. My name is LastKnownMeal, and today we're taking a look at Cyberpunk 2077 ESRB ratings because, yes, it's hilarious. So, Cyberpunk 2077 has officially been rated. As soon as I woke up, one of my viewers actually tagged me that yes, it's been done. And it's great. Everything they actually listed here, it really shows that Cyberpunk is sticking to what they promised. So yes, the game is rated as a mature 17+ game, which is something we kind of already anticipated. They were teasing this long time ago. They said this is for mature audiences. So it has everything: blood and gore, intense violence, nudity, strong language, strong sexual content, and use of drugs and alcohol. Also below it, and I don't know if this is included or excluded, but it says in-game purchases, PC, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Now if we go to the explainer page of what this is, I just wanted to double check. ESRB says that this is basically microtransactions, or well, buying premium items using real life currency. So I don't know if this is actually in here or excluded. Might be actually, you know, for later, for the multiplayer when it, you know, comes out, because honestly, I am expecting to have, you know, some sort of a store when multiplayer comes out. I doubt this is gonna be in the single player version of the game. So if you see this, I think this is only for multiplayer. They already, I mean, CDPR, come on. Now next up, ESRB actually went to do a summary of the rating, and this entire text is gold. This is a first-person RPG/shooter in which players assume the role of a mercenary named V, trying to make their way through the open world of Night City. Players can explore futuristic locations, interact with citizens, perform missions, and engage in combat to complete various objectives within a storyline. So as they said, the game is going to have missions, it will have street stories like side missions, you will have random encounters, and everything you do there. So like every single one of your action will have consequences. So even if it is something small, you have to think, okay, what if I do something bad to that person? How is that going to backfire to me? Or if I don't do it, is it going to backfire to me later? So keep that in mind. Characters can use handguns, machine guns, rifles, and explosives during forensic firefights with humans and cybernetically enhanced enemies. I like this. Players can also use melee weapons, example wrist-mounted blades, enhanced limbs, to stab enemies and, in some cases, dismember them. Ooh, this is that blood and gore part I was talking about. And that's something we already saw in the gameplay demo. When you actually try to get someone, you can actually just dismember them. Like, it was the same in The Witcher, and I don't know why it would be different here, so that's actually great. Combat is frantic with frequent gunfire. I think this guy was playing a solo build. Cries of pain, explosions, and blood spatter effects, okay? Some locations depict mutilated corpses with open chest cavities and or exposed organs or entrails. Oof. During one quest, players can assist a character by hammering nails through his hands and feet. Screaming sounds and blood effects accompany the scene. The game contains nudity and sexual material. Players can select a gender and customize their character. Customization can include depictions of breasts, buttocks, and genitalia, as well as various sizes and combinations of genitals. Players can encounter events where they have the option to engage in sexual activities with other main character or prostitutes. Okay, I mean, this is something we expected. We have the Moxies. They were actually like that entire booster gang, in a sense, was formed to protect the street workers from, you know, aggressive customers. So yeah, this is also something which we expected. Now, these brief, so they were actually going to be short sex scenes from a first-person perspective. This is going to be interesting because I don't think, did we have a game which did this in the past to this extent? This is going to be interesting. Depict partially nude characters moaning suggestively while moving through various positions. Some scenes contain brief depictions of thrusting motions. Other scenes depict a character's head moving towards a partner's crotch. The game contains frequent depictions and references to fictional drugs, including characters taking puffs hits from a state-altering inhaler/stimulant. This is also something we discussed on the Cyberpunk 2077 community podcast. Basically, the classic ways of, you know, taking drugs are probably not going to be there. So you will have these, well, thingies, you can actually go and just use that to inhale stuff. So that's why in some countries like Australia, those things can kind of slip by, because they're not showcasing it as gruesome as it actually is. Don't do drugs, it's not cool. Also, an animated billboard ad depicts a man snorting speed. Wow, this is Cyberpunk for you. Like, no values whatsoever. Everything can go run wild. Everything is going to be over the top. That's why this entire subgenre is insane, and especially the one that actually Mike Pondsmith created all those years ago. It's really dark, and I'm glad that it's actually CDPR that's doing this, because they don't have filters, and they shouldn't have filters for a game like this. Obviously, it's for mature audiences. It's supposed to be portrayed in that way. It's the vision of that future, so that's really cool. Some sequences allow the player to drink alcoholic beverages repeatedly until the screen distorts. Player's character can also drive cars while drunk. The words fuck and cunt appear in the dialogue. And that's it. This entire text was fun to read because, you know, you have a very serious organization in a sense, you know, explaining what the game is going to have. And I can already see some parents like, don't play that game. But in the end, like, obviously, a lot of these things like blood and gore and stuff, this is something we already saw in video games. The reason why it's described like this is because it's supposed to be serious. It's supposed to be like this, so yeah. But, you know, from everything I read here, especially the one, you know, the one quest, you know, players assist the character by hammering nails through his hands and feet. Like, that's gonna be crazy. And you can imagine to what extent CDPR is going with these missions. So yeah, if you wanted a shocker, here you are, and I'm looking forward to what this game has to offer, and I can't wait to start playing it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Hopefully you had fun. Tell me down below what you think about this, and also smash that like and subscribe button for more Cyberpunk 2077 videos. Next month, obviously, the marketing campaign is going to, you know, heat up, so we're gonna get a lot of info, so stay subscribed to be the first to find out. And also join our Twitter and Discord community, because if you want to continue the discussion there, it would be amazing. I also made a Patreon page if you want to support me there. If you wanted an extra way to support the channel, it would be amazing. Thank you so much, and also huge thanks to my current Patreon supporters. This is LKM signing out, and stay classy everyone. Bye bye.